Hello and welcome to another episode of the Tejano Traveler. I'm your host Wally, and today we are checking out some state parks along the Texas Gulf Coast. We are at Mustang Island State Park, once known for its band of Mustangs that used to roam the area. Those Mustangs are long gone, being replaced by this chipmunk or squirrel or whatever that is. It was creepy. It wouldn't move out of the road. It was like, this is my road. But whatever. This park is located on right before you get to Port Aransas. So you go through Corpus and then Port Aransas, and that's where Mustang Island State Park is. You can see the dunes and the wonderful grasses growing on them. And then pretty soon you're at the beach. You can drive on it. The sand isn't too terrible, so you can go out there, choose a spot between the dunes and the beach, and decide to take in your sun and salt air. They have some jetties here where you can fish off of, and they're pretty flat, so it's not that bad walking on them. I myself always like hiking the jetties because I like trying to see if there's anything stuck between the spaces of the rocks. Sometimes there's some pretty cool animals, sometimes there's some pretty cool trash, sometimes there's some pretty cool seashells and stuff. But that's our Gulf of Mexico right there. Our beautiful Gulf of Mexico. And the waters are kind of bluish today, which makes me happy. Usually it is a beautiful crystal brown, but not this time. Look at all those tiny little particle things and this dead fish that I found. And I was wondering why nobody was eating the dead fish. But it's a pretty cool, tranquil, peaceful park. Not much going on. Just a nice little snow egret hanging out, waiting for fish. And you should come here if you like fishing or swimming or beach combing or just hanging out at the beach. It's also fun to hike the dunes. There is no marked trail, but you can just climb up on one of them and decide to follow your dreams and look around. Just make sure you're not really stepping in any of the plants. But you can still see some wildflowers here also. But part of why I like going to the beaches is because I get to see birds. I love birds, even seagulls. I'm a big, huge bird watcher. So every time I come, I'm always amazed at the level of birds and grackles that still exist here at the park. So bring your checklist, bring your binoculars, and have fun spotting some of these birds, especially the shorebirds. The seagulls are usually out in full force, so always be aware of them. They won't really steal your food or anything like that. They're pretty well behaved unless you start like bothering them. Then they'll gang up on you. But they got a couple of marked trails that lead you out to the beach. So if you're in a wheelchair, once again, thankfully the state of Texas does an okay job at making some of these places wheelchair accessible, which makes me happy. So you at least get to reach the beach area and then probably struggle a little bit. But there's our beach. You can walk out pretty far without even having the water go up waist deep. And the waves aren't bad. They aren't powerful. They're just nice, cool waves that come. So you don't need to worry about being tossed around or anything. Of course, you should always worry about riptides and stuff like that, but for the most part, it's a peaceful day out at the beach, just enjoying some cool natural waves, some sun, some sea air, and the water was pretty warm, which I was like pleasantly surprised. I've been here when it's cold and it's kind of a bit too much for me, but when it's warm, it feels just perfect. But that's Mustang Island State Park for you, one of the coolest parks here in Texas. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.